ॐ वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय सूर्यकोटिसमप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा। सरस्वति नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणि विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा। गुरवे सर्वलोकानां विषये भवरोगिणां निधये सर्वविद्यानां दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादं शङ्करं लोकशङ्करम्। सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। साक्षात्कृतं दयानन्दं परमार्थस्वरूपिणं तत्त्वज्ञानप्रशास्तारं प्रणतोऽस्मि परं पदम्। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै तेजस्विनावधेतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। ॐ पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितां भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम् अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीम् अष्टादशाध्यायिनीम् अम्ब त्वामनुसन्दधामि भगवद्गीते भवद्वेषिणीम्। नमोऽस्तु ते व्यासविशालबुद्धे फुल्लारविन्दायतपत्रनेत्र येन त्वया भारततैलपूर्णः प्रज्वालितो ज्ञानमयः प्रदीपः। प्रपन्नपारिजाताय स्तोत्रवेत्रैकपाणये ज्ञानमुद्राय कृष्णाय गीतामृतदुहे नमः। सर्वोपनिषदो गावः दुग्धा गोपालनन्दनः पार्थो वत्सः सुधीर्भोक्ता दुग्धं गीतामृतं महत्। वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनम् देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुम्। भीष्मद्रोणतटा जयद्रथजला गान्धारनीलोत्पला शल्यग्राहवती कृपेण वहनी कर्णेन वेलाकुला। Ashwathama vikarna ghora makara Duryodhana vartini Sotirna khalu pandavairananadi kaivartakah keshavaha Parasharyavachas sarojamamalam Gitarthagandhotkatam Nanakyanakakesaram Harikatha Sambodhana Bodhitam Loke Sajjana Shatpadairaharaghah Pepiyamanam Muda Bhuyat Bharata Pankajam Kalimala Pradvamsi Nashreyase Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangum Langhayate Girim Yat Krupat Tamaham Bande Paramananda Madhavam Yam Brahma Varunendra Rudra Marutaha Stunvanti Divyaistavaihi Vedais Sangapadakramopanisadaihi Gayanti Yam Samagaha Dhyanavastita Tadgatena Manasa Pashyanti Yam Yoginaha Yasyantam navidusura suraganaha Devaya tasmai namaha Narayanam namaskritya Naranchaiva narottamam Devim saraswatim vyasam Tato jayamudirayet. Can repeat. Prashnabijam pratilabhya
प्रश्नबीजं प्रतिलभ्य
Arjuna uvacha
अर्जुन उवाच
Labda samadhi prajnasya lakshana bhubutsaya
लब्ध समाधि प्रज्ञस्य लक्षण बभूत्सया
Bhubutsa, not babutsaya.
बभूत्सया
Bodhum icha bhubutsa. Bodhum icha bhubutsa, bhubutsaya. With the desire to know. The desire to know what? Labda samadhi prajnasya. Labda. Labdaha. Samadhi prajnaha. Yena saha. About that person. Who is that person? Chita prajnaha, which was referred to by the Bhashyakara in the previous shloka by the word Viveka Prajna. So, therefore, Labda Samadhi Prajnasya Tasya Purushasya, that is the Jnani, Jnaninaha Lakshanam Bodhum Ichaya Arjunaha Uvacha. That is the meaning. Arjuna, with the desire to know the Lakshanam of this Samadhi, Labda Samadhi Prajnasya, that Sata Prajnasya, Prashna Bijam Upalabhya, having got a seed. Seed means having got the scope, having got the context. Having got the context, with the desire to know, Arjuna asked. Arjuna said or asked. Vacha is equal to here Papracha, because he is going to ask a question, which we have seen already, this shloka. You can repeat. Arjuna Uvacha.
अर्जुन उवाच
स्थितप्रज्ञस्य का भाषा
स्थितप्रज्ञस्य का भाषा
समाधिस्तस्य केशव
समाधिस्तस्य केशव
स्थितधि किं प्रभाषेत
Sitati kim prabhasheta.
Kim asita vrajeta kim.
Kimasita vrajeta kim.
Samadhiyate chittam yasmin taha atma eva samadhihi. That is the meaning of the word samadhi given by the Bhashyakara, which we have seen. Samadhi is equal to the Atma. And here, the one who has got the chitta, yasmin chitta se samadhanam, that Atma is samadhi. Atma is referred to the word by the samadhi. There is no other meaning here for the word samadhi. So, the labda samadhi pragyasya. Labda atma jnanam. Atma jnaninaha brahma jnaninaha jnatum ichaya arjunaha uvacha. What did he ask? Chita pragyasya ka bhasha, which we have seen this shloka in the previous class. Arjunaha papracha he Keshava chita pragyasya samadhistaha samadhistasya chita pragyasya. Chita pragya means stira buddhi, stira buddhivatam, stira buddhivataha, stira buddhivatam, lakshanam kim, katam saha prabhasheta brute bhashanam karoti, kimasita katam tishtati, katam vrajeta, katam chalati, prabhasheta, asita, all these are ling lakara. Vrajeta is arsha prayoga. It must be vrajeta. So Arjuna asked these questions, 4 questions. Stita pragyasya ka bhasha. Bhasha means lakshanam. Stita pragyavatam lakshanam kim. Katam brute prabhasheta. Number 2. Katam, kim is equal to katam. That also we saw. Bhashyakara also said kim. Here it means not what, how. Katam brute, katam asita. Number 3. Katam vrajeta, katam chalati iti prashna chatushtayam Arjunaha kritavan. The word stita pragyasya, samadhistasya, stitadihi, all these mean the same. Stita pratishta, atma anatma vivekaja pragya yasya saha stita pragyaha, which means vidwan jnani. Stita pragya atma natma vivekaja yasya saha stita pragyaha munihi. Paishacha Bhashyam gives the Vigraha Vakya for the Stita Pragya. Paishacha Bhashyam is the Bhashyam written by Hanumanji. How Hanumanji wrote, we know. We saw in the beginning itself. It is not only Arjuna listening to the discourse of Krishna, another person also parallelly listening to the discourse. Who is that? Hanumanji. Sitting on the flag of the Arjuna's chariot, he also was listening. He also was listening to the Gita given by Bhagavan. So he also wrote Bhashyam. That's called Paishacha Bhashyam. So there, the Vigraha Vakya for Stita Pragya is given. Stita Pragya Atma Natma Vivekaja Yasya Saha iti. And Sridhara Swami in his Subodhini Tika, he gives Sataprajna means Munihi. So Vidwan, Munihi, Jnani all mean the same. Sataprajna means Atmajnani, Brahmajnani. The one who has got that Nishtha in Brahma, the Atma, that person, Sataprajna. Sthitaprajna, Sthiraprajna or Sthitadhihi. Sthita Sthitim Prapta Prajna. Aham Brahmasmi iti evam rupam aparoksha jnanam yasya tasya asaprajnata samadhi yoge sthitasya aparoksha jnaninaha. Tikakara says, one Tikakara says, Agam asmi param brahma iti prajna yasya saha sthita prajnaha. Nischala prajna buddhihi yasya. So, sthita prajnasya iti. So, sthita prajna is equal to sthita dighi. Dighi means prajna. Sthita prajnaha. It's a very beautiful word. Sthita prajna. And tasya lakshanam Arjunaha prashtavan. And we have read the Bhashyam. We can just quickly go through the Bhashyam. Sthita prajnasya iti.
Prajnasya iti.
Sthita pratishta agamasmi param brahma iti prajna yasya saha sthita prajnaha.
Sthita pratishtita ahamasmi param brahma iti prajna yasya sah sthita prajnaha.
That is a Vigraha Vakyam for the word Sthita Prajna. Agam Param Brahma Asmi. Parasmat Brahmanaha Tvitiyaha na iti, that Prajna. Yasya saha. That person is Sthita Prajna. Tasya ka bhasha.
Tasya ka bhasha.
Kim bhashanam vachanam.
Kim bhashanam vachanam.
Kim bhashanam. Bhashanam here means Lakshanam. What is the Lakshanam? Sthita Prajna Lakshanam. Kim? Katam asau paraihi bhashyate.
Katam asau paraihi bhashyate.
How does he interact with others? How does he talk? Samadhistasya.
Samadhistasya.
Samadhau sthitasya Keshava.
Samadhau sthitasya Keshava.
Samadhau. Here Samadhau means Atmani. Already we have seen. Samadhistasya. Samadhi means Atma. Already Bhashyakara gave the meaning of the word Samadhi. So Samadho Sitasya, the one remaining in this, the knowledge, the Nishta, ityartaha. Sthitadihi, Sthitaprajnaha, Swayam Vakim Prabhasheta, Kimasita, Rajeta Kim, Asanam Rajanam Vatasya Katam ityartaha.
Asanam vatasya katam ityartaha.
Simple meaning. How does he talk? How does he sit? How does he move? Sthitaprajnasya lakshanam.
Sthitaprajnasya lakshanam.
Anena shlokena Arjunaha pritchati.
Anena shlokena Arjunaha pritchati.
Arjunaha not there. It is understood. Pritchati. Kaha pritchati? Arjunaha pritchati. So Uvacha is equal to Apracha pritchati. Up to this we have seen. Now the next line we will see. Yogi Aditaha.
Yogi Aditaha.
Yogi Aditaha eva.
यो हि
यो हि
आदितः
आदितः
एव
एव
सन्न्यस्य कर्माणि
सन्न्यस्य कर्माणि
ज्ञानयोगनिष्ठायां प्रवृत्तः यः
ज्ञानयोगनिष्ठायां प्रवृत्तः यः
यः च कर्मयोगेन
कर्मयोगेन
तयोः सितप्रज्ञस्य
तयोः
स्थितप्रज्ञस्य
प्रजहाति इति आरभ्य
प्रजहाति इति आरभ्य
अध्याय परिसमाप्तिपर्यन्तम्
अध्याय परिसमाप्तिपर्यन्तम्
प्रज्ञलक्षणं साधनं च उपदिश्यते.
प्रज्ञलक्षणं साधनं च उपदिश्यते.
So यः आदितः एव सन्न्यस्य कर्माणि सन्न्यस्य ज्ञानयोगनिष्ठायां प्रवृत्तः. यः आदितः means adi means beginning. Aditah means from the beginning. Taha tasil pratyaya panchami arte, from the beginning, referring to the person who from the beginning karmani sanyasya jnana yoga nishtayam pravruttaha, giving up the karma, the one who is engaged in the jnana yoga, that is who is engaged in listening to the shastram, shravana manana nidhyasanam, having given up the karma, that person. Yaha cha karma yogena, the one who is engaged, who is committed to karma yoga. So two types of nishta. One is jnana nishta, other one is karma nishta. Jnana yogi and karma yogi. Jnana yogi means the one who has given up karma. Traditionally, one who has given up karma, who can give up karma? Sannyasi. Sannyasya karmani aditaha eva. From the beginning means he has not done any karma at all. That is, from brahmacharya ashrama, not entering into grihastha ashrama, the person has directly entered sannyasa ashrama, not passing through grihastha ashrama and vanaprastha ashrama. Aditaha eva, because of word aditaha, therefore we can take that meaning. Or you can take the meaning in simple meaning, the person who is committed to the lifestyle of jnana yoga, that is shravana manana nidhyasanam, having given up the karma. So therefore he must be a sannyasi. Traditionally, he must be a sannyasi. Or the person who is committed to karma yoga, that is, who is committed in doing the karma, vihita karma by the shastram, who is committed in doing the karma prescribed by the shastram, doing karma prescribed by the shastram, not doing karma which are prohibited by the shastram, doing karma with the attitude of karma yoga, with an attitude of offering that karma to Ishvararpana buddhi, with that attitude buddhi, and whatever comes, taking that as a prasada, the karmapala as a prasada from Ishvara, that person having that attitude, who is committed in doing the karma, shastra vigita, as well as the laukika karma, that person karma yogi. So tayoho siddhapragyasya. So the one who has gained jnana nishta, how? Either by committing oneself to the lifestyle of jnana yoga or karma yoga. When we say karma yoga, means the person is doing karma, being in grihastha ashrama, is doing karma, at the same time doing shravana manana nidhyasanam also. Not completely committed to that jnana nishta. Through karma yoga, you will come to jnana yoga. Final destination is jnana yoga, jnana nishta only. So therefore, the two sets of people Jnana Nishtha is the goal for the people who are committed to these two different lifestyles. Jnana Yogis or Karma Yogi. For them, the goal, the destination, the point to be reached is Jnana Nishtha. Therefore, Sthita Prajnasya, Tayogo Sthita Prajnasya, by any of this lifestyle, by any of these lifestyles, the one who has gained the Jnana Nishtha, Sthita Prajnasya, Tasya Purushasya. So, considering both the cases, that is, the person committed exclusively to the pursuit of Jnanam, having given up the karma from the very beginning, and also the person who is engaged in this pursuit through Karma Yoga. So, these both cases considering, the person who has gained Jnana Nishtha, Prajahati iti arabhya, starting from the Shloka Prajahati, that is 55th Shloka onwards, Prajahati iti Shloka arabhya, from that Shloka up to the end of this chapter, Adhyaya Parisamapti Paryantam, Adhyaya Parisamapti Paryantam, up to the end of this Adhyaya, Sthitaprajnasya Sadhanam Cha. So, Sthitaprajnasya Lakshanam Sadhanam Cha. Arjuna asks for Lakshanam, the characteristics of Sthitaprajna, and also Sadhanam. Sadhanam means means. Sadhanam means means. Sadhanam not for the Sthitaprajna. Sthitaprajnasya Lakshanani. Sthitaprajnasya Lakshanani, that is the characteristics, the qualities of Sthitaprajna, becomes the sadhanam for the sadhaka. Sthitaprajnasya Lakshanani sadhakanam sadhanani bhavati. Sthitaprajna is the one who has already gained jnanam. So, Atmajnaninaha Lakshanani sadhakanam sadhanani bhavanti. So, what are the lakshanams of Sthitaprajna? That becomes the sadhanam. So, Sthitaprajnas are siddha. They are siddhas. Siddha means they have achieved what is to be achieved. So siddha lakshanani which are siddha. So that becomes the sadhanam. That becomes the sadhyam, for as that becomes that is what the goal of the sadhakas. So that is what the Sthitaprajnas have got. What the Sthitaprajnas spontaneously they exhibit. That is a sadhyam. That is a sadhyam for a sadhaka. To gain that, the sadhaka has to put effort to gain that. So therefore, siddhani sthitaprajnanam sthitaprajnasya siddhani lakshanani becomes the sadhyani sadhanani for the sadhakas. So therefore, sadhanam cha. Therefore, sadhanam cha upadishyate. So Sthitaprajnasya lakshanam, which also becomes a means, the sadhanam for the sadhakas, that is upadishyate, that is presented, that is taught by Bhagavan Krishna to Arjuna. That is the Sangati. Sarvatra eva hi
सर्वत्र एव हि
Adhyatma
अध्यात्मशास्त्रे
Kritartha lakshanani yani
कृतार्थलक्षणानि यानि
तानि एव साधनानि उपदिश्यन्ते यत्न साध्यत्वात्
तानि एव साधनानि उपदिश्यन्ते यत्नसाध्यत्वात्
This is what we discussed now. Sarvatra evahi. Sarvatra evahi. Adhyatma shastre kritartha. Kritartha lakshanani. Kritartha means kritam, kritaha, praptaha, arthaha, paramapurusharthaha. Arthaha is purusharthaha. What purushartha? Paramapurushartha. Mokshaha. So, arthaha kritaha praptaha paramapurushartaha yena saha kritartaha kritakrityaha ityartaha. Kritakrityaha, that is muktaha. Moksha is the goal. The one who has achieved that moksha, that person is referred to by the word kritartaha. Kritartha means the person who has attained that purnatvam, the completeness, the purnatvam, fulfillment. That is kritartaha. There is nothing to be achieved further by him. Kritartaha. Kritakrityaha. Muktaha. So, kritam, praptam, yena saha, kritartaha. Sarvatra evahi adhyatma shastre. Adhyatma is adhyatma. Adhyatma shastra means Vedanta shastra. Adhyatma shastra means Vedanta shastra. So, Adhyatma vidya. Adhyatma vidya is Atma vidya. Adhyatma vidya. Atmanam adhikritya pravritta sarvadikasya paramatmanaha vidya Vedanta vidya. So, therefore, Atma vidya. Why Atma vidya? Because that Atma vidya alone removes all the bandha, samsara bandha. Samsara cheda hetutvat Atma vidya. Mokshartatvat Atma vidya, which is Paravidya. The one who has gained that person is Kritartaha. And Vedanta Vidya, Atma Vidya, which is the subject matter of the Shastram, Adhyatma Shastra, referring to the Vedanta Shastram, Upanishad. So, Sarvatra Evaki Adhyatma Shastre, Adhyatma Shastre, Adhyatma Shastre Kritartha Lakshanani, Lakshanam of this person, the person of fulfillment, the person the person of completeness, Jnani, Lakshanani. Lakshanam is the characteristic. Yani Lakshanani, those Lakshanas of the Purusha, the Purna Purusha, Tani Sadhanani. That is the Sadhanam. That is the Sadhanam for the Sadhaka. So, the person who has gained the highest Artha, Paramapurusha Artha, whose Lakshana, the Lakshanam, that becomes the Sadhanam for a Sadhaka. So, Tani Sadhanani Bhavanti. Kritartha Lakshanani Yani Tani Sadhakanam Sadhanani Tani Bhagavan Upadishyante. Why? Because Yatna Sadhyatva. Because it involves Yatnam, Prayatnam, effort. Yatrena Sadhyatvat. Sadhya is what is to be gained. That is Sadhya. To be achieved. For whom? For a sadhaka, not for the siddha. Because siddha Purusha already have got that. So, what they have already enjoyed, that becomes natural without any effort. Ayatna siddhani lakshanani, without effort. That is spontaneously exhibited by those by those people, that is the jnanis, that becomes the sadhya. That becomes the sadhya to be achieved, to be accomplished through effort. Yatna. Yatnena sadhyam. Yatna sadhyat. Yatna sadhyam. Yatna sadhyatvat. Because they can be accomplished through effort. Therefore, that becomes the sadhanam for the sadhaka. Sadhaka. Therefore, upadishyante. It is presented as a means for the sadhaka who wants to gain that end, which have been already accomplished by the jnanis. Which have been already accomplished by the jnanis. Some of the lakshanam, like amanitvam, in the 13th chapter, Bhagavan Krishna, he presents the important 20 spiritual values. These values are spontaneously, naturally exhibited by the jnanis. That those values, Bhagavan Krishna calls those values as jnanam itself. Therefore, a sadhaka, to gain the state of a jnani, has to practice those values. Becomes yatra sadhyani, tani, sadhanani. Amanitvam, adambitvam, ahimsa, kshantirarjavam. All those the values. Ahimsa is a natural quality of a jnani. Amanitvam, there is no manitvam. There is no manitvam. There is no pride with regard to oneself, because he has, like a jnani, he has got clarity. Atmanatma, viveka is there. He is a jnani. Jnana nishta is there. So therefore, there is no manitvam. There is no dambitvam. Therefore, amanitvam, adambitvam, ahimsa, kshantihi, important quality, kshantihi, and free from the fear, free from raga, dvesha. So those qualities which are spontaneously, naturally seen in the jnani, that becomes the sadhana. Sadhanas for the sadhaka, for the person who is engaged in this pursuit of gaining jnanam. So therefore, yatna sadhyatvat upadishyante. Yani yatna sadhyani
यानि यत्न साध्यानि
sadhanani lakshanani cha bhavanti tani.
साधनानि लक्षणानि च भवन्ति तानि.
So, yani yatna sadhyani, that which are to be accomplished through yatna, prayatna, effort. Sadhanani is yatna sadhyani, sadhanani. Sadhanani is qualified by yatna sadhyani. Sadhya is the goal. The goal to be achieved by yatna, the prayatna, the effort. That is the sadhanani. That is the lakshanani of the Siddha Purusha. So, sadhanani lakshanani bhavanti. Tani, kani, what are they? That is explained. That is presented by Bhagavan Krishna in the following shloka, starting from 55 up to the end of this chapter, 72nd shloka. Shri Bhagavan Uvacha
श्रीभगवानुवाच
Prajahati yada kaman
प्रजहाति यदा कामान्
Sarvan Partha Manogatan
सर्वान् पार्थमनोगतान्
Atmanyevatmana tushtaha
आत्मन्येवात्मना तुष्टः
Sthita prajnastadochyate.
स्थितप्रज्ञस्तुच्यते
Sthita prajnaha tada uchyate. Yada tada. So, the important lakshanam of the Sthita prajna is presented two important lakshanam. Sarvan kaman prajahati. Sarvan kaman prajahati. Prajahati, jahati. Jahati, the Kriya Padam. Jahati means, we saw in the Sanskritam class, Dhatu is Ohak Tyage. Ohak Tyage, Tritiya Gana Dhatu, Jugotyadi Gana, Prajahati. I think the Dhatu you can make out which Gana it belongs. So third Gana, Jahati. Prajahati, Jahati. Jahati, Jagitaha, Jagitaha, Jagati. Prajahati is Pratama Purusha Ekavachanam Latlakara. Latlakara means it is not he is giving up now. Yes, given up. He has given up. Oha tyage. Tyage means given up. He didn't choose to given up. It naturally drops from the person. Oha tyage. That's called tyaga is. Jahati Pratama Purusha Ekavachanam. Jahati Jagitaha Jagitaha Jagati. Jahasi Jagitaha Jagitaha Jagita Jagitha. Jahami Jagivaha Jagivaha Jagimaha Jagimaha. In the Madhyama and Uttama Purusha, Dvivachanam, Bhagavachanam, two forms are there. So Prajahati is Pratama Purusha, Ekavachanam, Prajahati, gives up. Sarvan Kaman, all the kamas he gives up. So therefore he is free from the kama. Therefore he is free from the kama. How does he become free from kama? Because he has known that Agam Purnaha. Agam Purnaha iti. Iti jnanena, all the kama, all the desires have dropped. All the desires have dropped. Therefore, is free from all the desires. Sarva kama abhavaha. That state, that condition, that state he has reached. So therefore, prajahati. That condition he has gained. The word prajahati is interesting. The jahati is a word means to renounce, to give up. The pra upasarga means completely. Pra stands for nishesham jahati, tyajati. Prakarshena jahati, parityajati iti prajahati. Pra means nishesham, completely, no shesha, no baki. So prakarshena samulam jahati tyajati iti prajahati. One, the person who gives up completely, totally gives up all the kamas. Sarvan means all the kamas he gives totally. So it means both at the physical as well as at the mental level, he gives up all the kamas, all the desires. One can give up the desire at the physical level, but the desires can continue to be there at the mental level. That also is not there for the person, for the jnani. Even the vasana of that kama also has gone. He has given up. So sarvan kaman prajahati. Therefore, he is free from all the desires. And here we need to understand that kama means, what is the meaning of the word kama? Kama means desire. The word kama means desires. Kamaha, kamyante iti kamaha. The desire for the sense objects. So it means the desire for the bodhya padartha, that is called kama. So the desire is of two types. Desire is of two types. One is the binding desire, other one is non-binding desire. The binding and the non-binding the desires. Binding desires is the cause for samsara. And if the same desire, it is not binding, then the person is free. The person is free. Non-binding desire. Binding desire is because of incompleteness. Non-binding desire is because of completeness, purnatvam. So, if the desire is non-binding, that then the person is a sane person, is a jnani. If the desire is binding, then the person is a samsari. There will be a urge to fulfill the desire. Therefore, he becomes a bandha purushaha. Therefore, there is no kama nivritti for that person. Whereas for this person, a jnani, for him there is complete kama nivritti. At the same time, he can entertain the desires which are not binding. That will not make any dent on that person. So therefore, sarvan kaman, when we say, not that he will not have desires. He may have desires. He may have desires for loka sangrahatam, he does some karma. Some desires may be there, but the desires are non-binding desires. Because in the Bhashyam, the Purva Pakshi may ask, and Bhashyakara will say, will say that desire means is free from the desire due to Shobhana Adhyasa. It doesn't superimpose the comfort or happiness and security on the objects which don't have. The Purnatvam, the security, the Ananda doesn't lie in any objects. That Jnanam, Siddha as that Jnanam. So he is free from that Adhyasa, Shobhana Adhyasa. He is free from that Shobhana Adhyasa. Therefore, his desire for objects or things will not bind a person. He is free from Shobhana Adhyasa. So, therefore, since the desires are not binding, whatever action he does to accomplish something, that will be a non-binding desire motivated action. So that desires will not cause any dent on that person. That's why he is free. That is why he is a jnani. That is why he is jnani. In fact, he entertains those desires for whose sake? For the loka sangrartham. Out of compassion for the people of the world, he does certain action as though propelled by these desires, and these desires are non-binding. So these desires will not cause any bandha for him. And these desires are manogatan, the desires which have entered the mind, which are obtained in the mind of this jnani, sarvan kaman prajahati. Sarvan kaman prajahati. So therefore, is free from the binding desires. He is free from binding desires. When a person can be free from binding desire, only when he understands that agam purnaha, that is the jnani lakshanam. Jnani naha lakshanam, one of the lakshanam, agam purnaha. That purnatvam is one of the lakshanam. Purnatvam. The purnatvam is referred by the word atmani eva atmana tushtaha. So, sarva kama abhavaha, that is one lakshanam, free from all the desires, that is one lakshanam. And the second lakshanam is atmani eva atmana tushtaha. Therefore, only is free from desires. Atmani eva atmana tushtaha. He is pleased with only Atma. Nothing else in the world can please him. He revels in Atma. Atmani eva atmana tushtaha. He has got fulfillment in Atma. total fulfillment in Atma, though that is one of the Lakshanam, Purnatvam. Because of Purnatvam, he is free from the kamas which are binding desires, binding kamas. Therefore, two Lakshanam, one is Purnatvam, other one is free from the desires. So, two important Lakshanam. So, Atmani eva Atmana Tushtaha is pleased by himself. He understood that Ananda, the comfort, the security is with himself, is with the Atma. No objects or situation or people required to complete himself. He knows that. The Jnani knows that. Agam Purnaha. I am the meaning of the very word Purna. The completeness, the total. Agam Purnaha, I am limitless. So that brings the satisfaction which is complete. Therefore, since the satisfaction is gained without having any contact with the external objects, therefore the desire for the objects is not there for him. Therefore, he is free from the kamas. So that person is Siddha Prajnaha. So yada sarvan manogatan sarvan kaman prajagati, that is number one. When he is free from all the binding desires, Atmani eva Atmanaha yada tushtaha, when he revels in Atma, when he is pleased by himself, Atmana is Paramartha Darshanena. Paramartha Darshanena Atmani tushtaha. Yada tada Sthita Prajnaha Uchyate, then is called, when these two important lakshanams are there, then he is called Sthita Prajna, the person of Sthita Prajna, steady wisdom. The person of steady wisdom is called wise person, Jnani Ityartaha. So two important lakshanams are presented in this shloka. One is Purnatvam, and the other one is the result of that Purnatvam, which is free from the kamas. Kamas bind the person. Kama are the cause for samsaritvam, and the person is free from samsara, therefore there is no kama. Therefore prajahati, not that it deliberately gives up, it just drops from the person. And the expression is prajahati, he completely gives up, renounces. There is no deliberate action, it just falls, drops from the person, because he has realized, he has known that agam purnaha jagat karanam brahmanaha agam na dvitiyaha agam advitiya brahma iti jnanena purnatva praptihi. Therefore, sarvan kaman jahati. Now we will read the bhashyam. Prajahati iti.
Prajahati iti.
Prajahati.
Prajahati.
Prakarshena jahati parityajati.
Prakrushena jahati parityajati.
Yada yasmin kale.
Yada yasmin kale.
Sarvan samastan.
Sarvan samastan.
Kaman ichha bedhan.
Kaman icha vedan.
Partha.
He Partha.
Manogatan.
Manogatan.
Manasi pravishtan. Hridi pravishtan.
Manasi
Manasi pravishtan. Hridi pravishtan.
He Partha, which is Sambodhana. Partha means He Partha only. He Partha, Sambodhana. Partha is Partha is the name of Arjuna. Prita means Kunti. Prita Kunti. Tasyaha apatyam Puman Parthaha. So Arjunaha. The word Partha is an interesting word. It has got two parts. Pa and Arthaha. Pati iti Paramatma. Pa stands for Paramatma. Pa iti Paramatma. Artha means Sahayeva Arthaha Prayojanam. Yasya Saha Parthaha. This is a Vyutpatti, one Vyutpatti. Pati Paramatma. Paramatma is the Artha, it's a Prayojanam. It is a Paramapurushartha for the person. That person is called Partha, is Arjuna. So, Parabrahma Prapti, Eka Prayojanaha, Arjunaha, Parthaha. This is another Vyutpatti. Another way of presenting the word Partha, or simply Pritayaha, Kuntyaha, Apatyam Puman, Partha. So, Prita, son of Prita, is called Partha. So, He Partha, Prajahati, Prakarshena Jahati. Pra means Prakarshena, completely, totally, Jahati. Prakarshena Jahati Parityajati. Because the Dhatu is Tyage, therefore Bhashyakara gives Tyajati. And Pra means completely, therefore Paritaha, Parityajati, gives up completely. Yada is equal to Yasmin Kale. Yasmin Kale, Yada, at which time, Yada, when Parityajati, Sarvan Kaman. Sarvan is equal to Samastan, all the Kamas. And Kama is further qualified by Icha Vedan. The Kamas are of many varieties, different types of Kamas for different things. So therefore, Icha Kaman. Icha means desires. Veda means varieties. So Icha Veda means all forms of desires. What desire? We have to supply, binding desires. All forms of binding desires. Icha Vedan, Samastan, Kaman. All the desires of different varieties, different forms. Yada, when Jahati, Parityajati, and those kamas, those desires, He Partha, Manogatan. Manogatan is Manasi Pravishtan. Manasi is equal to Hridi. Manasi is Hridi. Hridi means the mind. Hridayam. Hridi is Hrud, is a Pratipadikam, which is equal to Hridayam. Hridayam is Napumsakalinga. Hrud is Dakarantaha, Hrud Shabda. Saptami is Hridi, Manasi. So Hridayam is mind. So Hridayam, Hridi, Pravishtam, which has entered in the Hridaya, the mind. So Hridi Pravishtan, Samastan, Sarvan, Kaman, Parityajati. Gives up all the kamas which have entered the mind. And here, by using the word Hridi, Bhashyakara uses the word Hridi because the word Hridi occurs in the Upanishad itself. In the Shloka it is Manogatan. Manaha means mind. Bhashyakara uses Hridi Pravishtan because in the Kathopanishad, 2nd chapter, 3rd verse, 14th shloka, the word Hridi is used by the Upanishad. Yada sarve pramuchyante kama yesya hridi shritaha. So, the word Hridi, sarve kamaha pramuchyante ye asya hridi shritaha. Asya hridi. Ye kamaha, sarve kamaha pramuchyante. So, Hridi, the word is used in the Kathopanishad. So, the same word Bhashyakara also uses to remind that To remind that Upanishad, this Gita is also Upanishad. Therefore, he uses the word Hridi. So therefore, the person who has given up all the desires, that is, he is free from the Shobana Adhyasa, that person, Yada Manogatan Sarvan Kaman Jagati. Then the next line. Sarva Kama Parityage.
Sarvakama
सर्वकाम
Parityage
परित्यागे
Tushti Karana Abhavat.
तुष्टि
Karana
कारण अभावात्
Sharira Dharana Nimitta Sheshe Cha Sati.
शरीर धारण निमित्त शेषे च सति
Unmatta Pramatasya Iva Pravrittihi Prapta.
उन्मत्त प्रमतस्य इव प्रवृत्तिः प्राप्ता
Iti.
इति
Ataha Uchyate.
अतः उच्यते.
So, Bhashyakara says, himself asking the question and then answers. Sarvakama Parityage. Sarvakama Parityage Tushti Karana Abhavat Sharira Dharana Nimitta Sheshe Cha Sati. So, Sarvakama Parityaha, the person has given up all the desires have dropped from the person. When desires are not there, then Tushti means Santosha, happiness, Ananda. Tushti Karana Abhava, the cause for the happiness will not be there. When all that only in the Lokika Vishaya, only when desires are there, desires for the object becomes a source of the satisfaction, the fulfillment. Gaining the object, you feel fulfilled, and that is desire. When desire is not there, then it means that implies the person will not have any source, the karana of satisfaction. There is no source of satisfaction. There is nothing available, the source available to satisfy. So what will happen? What will happen then? The person, since he has given up all the desires, therefore, there is no source of satisfaction. Therefore, satisfaction is not possible for that person. Tushti Karana Abhava. Because since there is no source for satisfaction, Tushti Karana Abhavat, Sarvakama Parityage. So, what will happen to the person? Will the life of the person will be happy? No. When what generally gives the direction to our karma? Desires. Desire only prompts us to do karma. Desire only prompts us to do karma to gain certain the objects, and the objects are the source of satisfaction. When the person has given up the desire, since there is no source of satisfaction, when satisfaction is not there, what will be the life? So, the desire alone prompts a person to do the karma. And the desire, to complete the desire, certain conditions, certain norms are followed. Now, if this desires and the source of fulfillment itself is not there, then what action can he do? Will it not be like a unmatta pramatta? Unmatta means the one whose mati is permanently damaged. Insane. Unmatta means insane. Pramatta is intoxicated. The person becomes pramatta. Pramatta means for a moment he becomes intoxicated, not knowing what to do. Will it not become like that? Unmatta or pramatta? Will not that person be like a mentally deranged or an intoxicated person? Sarvakama Parityage. When there is a complete renunciation of all kamas, and because Tushti Karana Abhavat, and there would be the total absence of the source for satisfaction. Then Sharira Dharana Nimitte Sheshe Cha Sati. Sharira Dharana, the sustaining the Sharira. What is the reason for the sustenance of the Sharira? The Prarabdha Karma. Prarabdha Karma, as long as Prarabdha Karma is there, life has to continue. Life will continue. Now, when there is no source of satisfaction, when there is complete giving up of desires, there would be no source for satisfaction. Then, when Prarabdha is there, will not the pravritti, the action of that person will be like that of a unmatta or pramatta. Unmatta pramattasya iva pravritti bhavati. The action of that jnani, the pravritti, the activity, will it not be like that of a unmatta, a mad person, insane person, mentally deranged person, or pramatta, intoxicated person? Iti ataha uchyate. For that objection, it is said. What is said? Atmanyeva
Atmanyeva
Pratyagatma Swarupa Eva
Pratyagatma Swarupa Eva
Atmana Svenaiva
Atmana
Atmana
senaiva
Svenaiva
Bhagya Labha Nirapekshaha Tushtaha
bahya
Bahya Labha Nirapekshaha Tushtaha
Paramartha Darshanamrita Rasa Lobhani
Paramartha Darshanamrita Rasa Lobanani
Lobhanani.
not Lobhani, Rasa Labhena, I said it wrongly. Paramartha Darshana Amrita Rasa Labhena
Paramartha Darshana Amrita Rasa Labhena
Labhena Anyasmat Alam Pratyavan
Labhena Anyasmat Alam Pratyavan
Sitaprajnaha
Prajnaha
Sita Pratishta
Sita Pratishthita
Atmanatma Vivekaja Prajna Yasya Saha
Atma Anatma Vivekaja Prajna Yasya Saha
Sitaprajnaha
Sita Prajnaha
Vidvan Tada Uchyate.
Vidvan Tada Uchyate.
Okay, this has to be explained, and we don't have time now. 6:45. In another 5 minutes, the meeting will automatically terminate. So, up to this Purva Pakshi, we have seen the answer for that Bhashyakara gives. That we will see. So, sir, the Purva Pakshi is not someone who is asking. Bhashyakara himself asks the question and replies. Sarva Kama Parityage Tushti Karana Abhavat. Then Sharira Dharana Nimitte Sheshe Cha Sati. Sati is Saptami. Sati Saptami. When? Then Sharira Dharana Nimitte. Sharira Dharana. Dharana means sustaining, remaining what? The Sharira. Sharira has to sustain. Nimitta is the Prarabdha Karma. Nimitta for the Dharanam of the Sharira. Sheshe, which is left out. Sati. Tushti Karana Abhavat, when there is no source of satisfaction. Sarvakama, why? Because Sarvakama Parityake, then will not be the action of that person. Pravrittihi, Unmattasya Pramattasya Iva Bhavati, Prapta Iti. Will not the action of the person will be like that of a Unmatta Pravatta, or that Bhashyakara answers. The answer we will see. We will see that in the next class. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadhaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.
धन्यवाद गुरुजी।
धन्यवाद गुरुजी।
धन्यवाद जी।